On Tuesday, March 31st, Rochester and Auburn Hills Community Coalition and North Oakland Community Coalition, representing Lake Orion and Oxford, teamed up together at the 52nd 3rd District Courthouse and held its 5th annual Court Night. Judges Lisa Azadorian, Nancy Karniak, and local enforcements discussed teen drinking, house parties, illegal and prescription drug use, and consequences and effects on kids in our communities. Judge Julie Nicholson was not present during the event due to a family emergency, but Chief Jerry Narsh was there to fill in for her and talk about heroin and illegal drugs and why it's not just the kids or teens who abuse drugs, but also adults, and they both need to follow up and do their homework.
Kids are curious, and kids want to try new things, and it's a part of that creative energy that kids have, and unfortunately, drugs and a fast escape is a part of our society now, all through our adult life. Adults are taking drugs to resolve stress issues, and it is, unfortunately, in all of our advertising. What do we do when we get together? We drink. Sometimes we drink excessively. And it seems to be pervasive in almost everything in society that being high is acceptable. And I think we have to change that in a national level, from a marketing level. And what we're trying to do is at a local level, let kids know that that's not okay. And you don't have to participate with that, and you don't have to be high all the time. You can enjoy life without prescription pills, marijuana, and alcohol.
Everyone present during this event moved from courtroom to courtroom and were introduced by each judge. Judge Azadorian stressed that sometimes the parents can be at fault and should be more cautious with their kids. Also, she added that anyone is able to come into the courtroom and see for themselves the consequences that are given when abusing drugs or underage drinking.
I'll just add to that, and I'll say respectfully to the parent population, don't be naive as to what's going on. You can't stereotype this type of crime. Yes, I know your children are on the honor roll or dean's list, and they're academically gifted, they're athletically talented, they might be donating their time in the community or at their place of worship. That doesn't mean that they can't end up in this type of court on this type of case. I would just welcome anyone in the public, whether you're a parent, whether you're a student, whether you're an educator or a concerned citizen, come to the courthouse and sit and observe on any day for any docket, and you'll see the reality of the situation. Sometimes people are given misinformation by others that come to court because they want to hide exactly what happened, or they're uncomfortable or self-conscious, but come here. We have parents and students who come here all the time, sometimes because it's an academic assignment, or sometimes the parents just want their children to see the difference between good choices and poor choices. So I would encourage anyone to come here and view what happens in our community on these type of alcohol and drug related issues, and just see for yourself.
Lieutenant Dan Toth noted that prescription drugs are abused all the time, especially the 3 most used drugs by kids or teens are Vicodin, OxyContin, and Xanax.
Any substance can be abused, and prescription drugs, we know that school age, middle school, high school, college, they are raiding the medicine chest and bringing prescription drugs in, and they're combining them with other prescription drugs. They're making cocktails. So we know, that our children from 12 to 20 are abusing prescription drugs. And what we also know that the prescription drugs are actually leading, and what we spoke about tonight was the heroin addiction, and how we see a trend where the prescription drug use leads to heroin use and addictions. And there's a stigma with drug addiction, and I think in years past it wasn't, no one talked about it. So I think, raising the awareness level, and education, and as needed, enforcement. And that's why we're here at the courthouse.
Doing drugs or underage drinking only leads to one of 3 places: the hospital, jail, or in the morgue. The courtrooms were definitely filled tonight with plenty of kids, teens, and adults learning about prescription medication and underage drinking. So be cautious and understand the consequences of drug and alcohol abuse. Here at the 52nd District Court in Rochester Hills, I'm Monica Nowak for ON TV News.